from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Fargo is our largest community. Xcel Energy is our largest utility, and this is just not acceptable to have this many outages for this duration of time.
6 power outages in Fargo in just 2 weeks. It's frustrating Xcel Energy customers and putting the North Dakota Public Service Commission on alert.
Last night's outage impacted 2,000 downtown and South Fargo customers at its peak. It was caused by a fault in an underground cable, and that's what happened to cause Sunday's outage.
Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop explains how you could be compensated for the inconvenience and what Xcel Energy is doing to keep the lights on.
The lights going out is not a new issue for Xcel Energy customers. Is it all, an infrastructure issue, or is it just natural causes, vegetation, lightning?
Yeah, it's a little bit of all of the above, so it isn't any one thing. The one thing that we're going to focus on first is replacing cable. The 2 outages that affected those 2,200 customers Sunday and Monday, we'll start replacing that with a brand new cable.
Nesbitt says the cable is in a tough spot in downtown Fargo and plans to immediately start fixing that. Additionally, Xcel plans to use infrared technology next week to look for weak spots in the electric system. According to the statewide yearly report Xcel gives the North Dakota Public Service Commission, more than 5,500 customers had more than 3 power outages in 2015. That's jumping from just less than 500 in 2014. But what is the cause for the lights to go out? What would, contribute to a spike like that so much? And, what are you guys going to do to ensure people aren't going to be losing their power again this year?
Yeah, I think what that allows us to do is focus on those areas where we've had more outages. Underground cable is one of the major contributors to that. And the problem can be is that that cable is expensive to replace. So we want to do it in the right priority. But all of a sudden, as you see in this one, within 2 days' time, it can prove to you that it needs to be replaced.
Nesbitt adds that the company's overall reliability is better than the national average. However, according to the PSC, it mandates Xcel report yearly performance because of its lack of reliability. It's one of only 3 electric companies overseen by the PSC that must report yearly on their performance. But here's the good news for customers. If Xcel doesn't perform, you get your money back. For those impacted by 3 or more power outages, they will see a $50 inconvenience rebate on their next year's bill. Public Service Commissioner Julie Fedorchuk says the power companies could also see a bonus paid by customers if they don't have a certain number of outages in 1 year's time.
Have to perform at a certain level of reliability in order to get that reward. And again, we wanted to incentivize them because we know that reliability has been a problem in this area, and it's an important factor for customers.
Fedorchuk says that Xcel has not performed at that certain level and says that the PSC will be addressing these concerns in their upcoming meeting. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
According to Xcel, the average outage duration increased by 10 minutes from 2014 to 2015 to more than an hour and a half.
North Dakota teachers will no longer be using Common Core as their basis for education standards. North Dakota Superintendent of Public Instruction, Kirsten Basler, says that math and English content standards will be rewritten. The state agency says the rewriting process will include appointing members of 2 different committees who are also teachers in North Dakota. The Department of Public Instruction expects once the first draft of the standard is complete, the review committees will then examine it, and then the standards will be open for public comment. A final draft is planned to be completed by early 2017. Tune in tonight to Valley News Live 10 at 10 because we'll break down what this will mean for you and your children.
The wind returned today, trying to disrupt our stretch of nice weather. I'm not going to let it bother me too much. Let's head over to Hutch to find out what we can expect tonight.
Mike, might I add, your hair is looking lovely today and well groomed at that. And that's tough to do when winds are gusting over 40 miles per hour. We recorded a 53-mile-per-hour gust up in Grand Forks today. The fire danger does remain quite high with dry air and gusty winds. That lasts through 8 o'clock tonight. Please be careful burning. Near 70-degree readings in the south, low to mid-60s elsewhere, as that cool front has ushered in some dry and cool air. We'll be in the 50s most of the evening. After sunset, I expect the wind to taper off and you can safely get outside without the hairspray, Mike. I'll have details on the rest of our work week here in just a moment and our next chance of rain in the forecast as well.
There's a hair jab, but I'm not going there. Thanks. Andrew Sadek's parents have notified the Richland County Sheriff's Office and Deputy Sheriff Jason Weber that they're going to be filing a wrongful death lawsuit. This comes after the family recently asked the Minnesota BCA to step aside and allow the FBI Department of Justice to take over the investigation into what happened to the NDSCS student turned criminal informant. The lawsuit has not been filed yet. A Sadek attorney says that they are still trying to figure out who else might be added to that lawsuit. Andrew Sadek's body was pulled from the Red River near Breckenridge, Minnesota almost 2 years ago. He had a gunshot to his head and a backpack of rocks tied to him. He was working as an informant for a Southeast North Dakota drug task force. The Sadek family says investigators lied to their son and they want answers, and their son's death investigation is going nowhere.
A defiant Crookston pot smoker says he will not stop selling marijuana. 19-year-old Nathan Black of Crookston faces 2 counts, one for having a controlled substance and one for selling it. Each carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. According to court documents, a little more than an ounce of marijuana was found in Black's car. He told officers he smokes it 3 times a day and pays $200 to $300 an ounce. When an officer told him to stop selling marijuana, Black replied no. Black's phone also had multiple text messages that referenced drug sales.
The Catholic Church says claims that Father Joseph Jayapal has been reinstated to the ministry in India are false. Jayapal was convicted of sexual abuse at his church in Greenbush, Minnesota, served prison time, and returned to his native country of India. In a letter to parishioners, Bishop Michael Hepner of Crookston says he ordered Father Jayapal to have no ministry in parishes and to have no ministry with minors. The bishop directed Father Jayapal to live in a home for retired clergy.
A level 3 sex offender who caused a community uproar 2 years ago is moving back to Moorhead. Moorhead police say this man, Eric Fanning, will be moving to the area on May 10th. That's when he's set to be released from the Lino Lakes Correctional Facility. Police say Fanning has a history of sexual conduct and contact with adult female victims, including indecent exposure and penetration. Fanning will be living in the 900 block of 14th Street South. When he first moved to Moorhead in 2014, dozens of people showed up at a community notification meeting held by police. Moorhead police say they are not planning a public meeting this time around.
3/4 or 75% of all complaints against salons in Minnesota are related to cleanliness.
A new report issued by the State Board of Cosmetologist Examiners spells out hundreds of new changes coming to your favorite salon, including overhauls to the rules and regulations your hairstylists and nail designers must follow. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric breaks down this report.
It's 126 pages long and spells out hundreds of new changes to the existing rules for salons. The Minnesota Board of Cosmetologist Examiners says in the report there haven't been any major regulation changes since the 1980s. It's chock full of reasons cited for the changes. For instance, inspectors, quote, see apparently unlicensed persons fleeing salon premises in the middle of a cosmetology service to a client. I talked with a salon owner here in Minnesota who says this is just one big headache for her. She says it's because of salon chop shops, people moving in and setting up unlicensed beauty parlors. She added it's a shame because it shouldn't be that way.
Whether it be through your shears, whether it be through pedicures, manicures, waxing, make certain all your implements have been cleaned and sanitized. That's very important. You don't want to have to be working with dirty tools. And
Sonia Myrie owns SJ Hair Studio in downtown Fargo, and she used to teach cosmetology. She says cleanliness is drilled into students' heads, showing us how she sanitizes her tools.
we have like little sterilizers. That one doesn't have anything in it right now.
The Minnesota Salon and Spa Professionals Association says they support the changes, adding this quote clearly defines other gray areas that have been confusing for the licensee. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
The report says the state wants to hire more salon inspectors because there are upwards of 5,500 licensed salons throughout the state, and barely 40% of them are inspected each year. We have put a link to the full report on our website, along with a full statement from the Minnesota Salon and Spa Professionals. Just visit valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
It's Tuesday, and that means Restaurant Report Card. Tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we're going to check out Chinese restaurants in Grand Forks and find out which ones need to clean up their act.
Cleanup week is shifting into high gear. So later on Valley News Live at 6, how you can turn someone's old trash into a redesigned treasure.
Temperatures today not too bad, but the winds were quite gusty. And as we take a look out to the west, in Canada, some 80s in Calgary. They're heading our way. Warm air will have a firm grip on our forecast. Details coming up next.